And welcome back to the Market Wolf. I am the Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. And I told you something was going to have to break, and something has broken. I warned you that Bitcoin might be putting in a head and shoulders pattern on the daily. And here's your left shoulder, here's your head, and we broke down. And now we're probably going to put on that right shoulder depending on what the dollar does. So we could chop around between, the highest we could get would be about 29,149, and the lowest we could get on that shoulder would be about 26,540. When you break the 26,540, watch out, because we're going all the way down to probably 24,040, and we'll have to see if we're able to hold that level. Now, what I want to point out to you is that we have been inside of this downward channel, and I anticipate that things will get a little bit worse, as I still think we have some momentum to the downside to get through on this shoulder before we see it pop back up. Potentially Sunday, today, we see it drop to 26,540 before we see a retrace back up to test some of those old levels. And if you appreciate my content, please hit that like button. I've decided I'm not going to go into as much detail anymore in my casts. I'll give you little ideas, and I'm going to set up a group where, if you're interested in all of my ideas and what might be happening in the market and how you might be able to profit from that, we can talk together. And so I'll let you know when I get that group set up. In any case, let's go over to the DXY, and I will show you something had to break, and it was not the dollar. The dollar did not break first, and Bitcoin could just not hold on any longer. It needed the dollar to break to the downside. As a matter of fact, here on the daily, you can see inside this white and red, we've got two symmetrical triangles there, really. Also a blue one, a blue base, that there were several times that the dollar did break down out of those symmetricals, and you can see the last time was on Friday. And what happened is, if you go into the 2-hour time frame, or even to the 30-minute time frame, you will see that it broke down, but then the trading day ended, and in fact it popped back up several times and acted like it wanted to get very bullish. And it gets strange, especially on the 30-minute time frame, because you can see a point, and this would be one of those times where you would be in the group with me, and I would give you a little more detail here, and I'll give you more detail on what to expect in the market because of something like this. But if you see here, at 12:30, we broke through. This was looking very ugly, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, we get a little bit of a rise up, but we don't even in that 30-minute period, we don't even in this 30-minute period, in the 1300 hour, make it back up into the symmetrical. And then suddenly, right when we get back up into that symmetrical triangle, boom, we didn't waste any time. Didn't spend any time in the symmetrical for confirmation like you would normally see. This candlestick right here at the, what is it, the 1330, that I found strange. And then we get a gradual riding down of this channel and bleed out the rest of the day. Do I expect the dollar to break down? Yes, eventually I do. And I'll give you more detail on that as we approach that time. It's difficult to tell right now. It could break down from the point it's at, for sure. RSI is curling back up. I think the MACD is starting to try and head back to the upside on the 30-minute, but all indicators for the most part on MACD show that there could be further bleed out. And this top that it's created for quite a while now has not looked very stable at all. I'd expect us eventually to head back down to the 108.19, and that would of course cause a retrace on Bitcoin, perhaps helping us put on that right shoulder. I also want to take you to the S&P 500. As you can see, the S&P 500 has been winding up incredibly tight inside of this descending channel, but also really inside of a symmetrical triangle here as we consolidate more. The EMA lines are so it's like a sandwich. Price is pressed just like between these EMA lines so tightly on the 30-minute that we are just really following the 200-day moving average right on the money. And so I expect a big break here. If you see a break up on the dollar to the upside, you know that this is going to break down. If you see a break down on the dollar, there should be a flight to safety and the market should break up. So keep an eye on that. And of course, if you join my group, you'll be getting more information on that. I want to end it right there. I'm going to put out another video later today going over some of the problems I see inside of the crypto space. I do not think that in this next financial crisis that is beginning to unfold, that we are going to see cryptocurrency necessarily reach the levels it did in the past. And in fact, things could look much different. We'll see you next time.